Welcome to the first segment of 5-Minute Fitness by Annihilate, powered by Muthoot's Healthcare. I'm very happy to be here. Today we're going to talk about why we should stay away from carbs, and I'll be explaining it down to the detail. First, I thought I'll do a segment on diet plan suggestions, which we all see, but then I realized there's no point in me spoon feeding you with diet plans till you yourself realize what it is that you're consuming. So in this video and in the coming videos, we'll be doing a quick revision of a 7th standard textbook where they teach us about the different kinds of macronutrients. Don't worry, this time it won't be just textbook knowledge. I'll also be teaching you how to apply the knowledge that you've gained. I just want to let you know before I start that all the information I've gathered here today is basic information about macronutrients which I've collected from a wide range of sources, the links to which I'll be giving in the description box down below. Now, we know that there are 3 macronutrients our body uses to derive its energy from, namely carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Let me tell you one thing, our body absolutely loves carbohydrates, especially glucose. It loves glucose so much that it is our body's first go-to energy source. Carbohydrates, or as people call it now, carbs, can be classified into good carbs and bad carbs. What is the basis of this classification? Bad carbs, predominantly found in processed food, are refined carbohydrates, the ones found in pastas, sugary drinks, even white sugar. Now, the main reason why they say they are bad is because it is made of simple carbohydrates like monosaccharides and disaccharides, which, because of its simplicity, digest a lot faster, leading to an increase in caloric intake, which ultimately leads to weight gain. Also, when you eat refined carbs, your insulin level will skyrocket to take all the sugar out, which over time will lead to insulin resistance. Now, coming to good carbs. Good carbs are made of complex carbohydrates. An article written by Medline Plus says that complex carbohydrates are made of sugar molecules that are strung together in long, complex chains. Complex carbohydrates are found in peas, beans, whole grains, and vegetables. Both simple and complex carbohydrates are turned to glucose in the body and are used for energy. Then why is it better than simple carbohydrates? Just one reason: because it takes much longer for our body to digest complex carbohydrates. An article published by SF Gate tells us why we should aim for carbohydrates with low glycemic index. Glycemic index is nothing but a number which tells us how fast our body converts carbohydrates into glucose. Now, as we discussed, we don't want our carbs to digest quickly like high glycemic index carbs like white rice, sugar, sugary drinks, because it spikes up our insulin. We want to aim for the ones with low glycemic index so that it takes so much more to digest. Because the longer it takes to digest, the longer supply of energy we'll have over the course of hours after eating. Going back to the article by SF Gate, they say your digestive system can start extracting small amounts of energy within 15 to 30 minutes of eating low glycemic index carbs, but digestion will occur over a longer period of time compared to high glycemic carbs. Now, all this aside, let's come to the main reason why people say stay away from carbs. Like I mentioned before, glucose, which is a simple carbohydrate, is our body's go-to energy source for energy production through a process called glycolysis, where one molecule of glucose is converted to 2 ATP molecules. And what does our body do with the excess glucose? It gets converted to glycogen, which seems fine, right? But the problem comes with the fact that our body has very limited storage space for glycogen, which means that the rest of the glucose is converted into fat. Another benefit of a low-carb diet is that when our body runs out of glucose and stored glycogen to derive its energy from, it turns to a state known as ketosis, where ketone bodies become the primary source of energy. You might have heard that term in association with fat loss. One more thing you should keep in mind is that the thermic effect of food for fat and carbs is 5 to 15% of its total caloric intake when compared to protein, which is at a whopping 30%. For example, if we eat 100 calories of protein, 30 calories from it will be burnt just to digest it, when only 5 to 15 calories will be burned in the case of fat and carbs. Now that is another reason why we should stay away from carbs and eat more protein, which we'll discuss in another video. I'm afraid time is up for today's segment, but don't worry, in the coming videos I'll be giving detailed explanations about the other macronutrients and also diet plan suggestions. So the key point from today's video: stay away from carbs as much as possible. Do check out my videos on simple exercise routines which you can do at home to stay fit during this quarantine, and do check out my Instagram page, my Facebook page and my blog on fitness. This is Nitya signing off. Bye.